Welcome in everyone, James here, and in this video I am going to be talking about the guild boss Avatar of Oshian, and I'm summoning it on expert. And surprisingly, even though it is quite a high level boss, it can be squishy in the early rounds. You can't really punch it, but I will get into that in a minute. First of all, this is the build that I am using. It is a mage side build. It's full glass cannon. There's no defense charms on it. All of those hero charms are mage type, and it has one status charm which is exposed, but you don't really need that for this boss because it is vulnerable to expose. All of these mage charms add up to 460%, and I'm using the Maverick Gauntlet along with my low level guild boss weapon, and the reason is that this weapon is just the best for guild bosses, but it can apply focus, and then all you have to do is keep swinging it and you can gain rage while dealing low damage, which is perfect for these squishy bosses. The heroes that I'm using are Balbarif and Balendu. Balendu is the absolute best hero to use for this guild boss because his rage is strong versus burn. Now that means if the enemy has burn applied and you use that rage, you will get a plus 50% damage. And then even further than that, if you have him max stars, you will get plus 50% chance to crit as well versus golem enemies. This boss is golem. Because of that strong versus burn buff, Balendu has the strongest distributed rage in the game, and because this guild boss is golem, it's ×2. So mage is the best class to use for this specific guild boss in the game. I'm taking purple power potions as well because Balbarif's job is to apply burn, and that is his base power. So using the purple power potions, I can charge base powers as well at the same time and apply that burn in the early rounds when you can't punch it. Now the lower level your Balbarif is, the better, same as the weapon, because he's not there to deal damage, he's only there to apply burn. Mine is level 60, which was a bit of a mistake really. If I could have kept him lower level, probably should have kept him lower level, but as you'll see in this run, I kind of work around it a little bit. So let's get into the fight. On the first round, I am just going to pop a potion, use Balbarif's base to apply burn, and then rage. And on the second round, exactly the same. Power potion, apply burn, and then swing once, and then unleash Balendu's rage power. And once you've got the setup done, you are basically just hoping for crits. Into round 3, now if you punch, you can punch once in round 3, but if you do punch once, then Balbarif will finish it off with his base power, and that is because mine is level 60. If yours is like level 20 or something, you're going to be able to punch and then use Balbarif's base power without worrying about killing it off. But the main thing is to take a full turn to apply that expose, because expose is another 35% damage on top of the 50 you're getting from applying burn. And on round 4, I can punch once, apply expose, and then use Balbarif's base power. If I punch twice, it will deal too much damage, and then Balbarif will finish it off. So it can be a little bit precarious depending on what level your Balbarif is, but as long as you weren't being a completionist at level 60, and you didn't level up all the useless heroes like Balbarif, then you will be in a better position to score higher on this boss. On round 5, I think I probably could have punched twice, but I daredn't, to be honest. So I only punched once on round 5 and then applied burn from Balbarif. And then into round 6, you can punch twice and then apply burn. But again, it's just because of what level my Barbarith is. Because it's low level, then your sequence might look a little bit different from this. But basically, you take the first turn to gain rage and apply expose, and then in the second turn, you use Barbarith to apply burn. And then as long as you end your second turn with a Balendu rage, just keep your fingers crossed and hope that it crits. You've got plus 50% chance to crit if you have him max stars, and then you have whatever boost you're going to get from the library as well. But if you add a mage main, so you've got mage charms on your mythic armor, then you'll be able to add more mage charms in because you'll have more slots, so you'll be able to score higher potentially than I score here. But this wasn't a bad run. I got quite a few crits and I applied burn quite reliably. But this is the method that I use for Avatar of Oshian, and I got 40 million, which is not too bad for a side build, but that's how I do it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have been James B09. Good luck out there.